Let's be honest, buying a home in San Diego still isn't easy. But if you're a buyer right now, you've probably noticed the market is shifting in your favor. Inventory is up, homes are sitting longer, and as interest rates remain high, 30-year mortgage rates have been above 6.5% all year, demand has dropped significantly, not just in San Diego, but across the country. That gap you're seeing on the screen right now, that's the number of active sellers rising, while active buyers have dropped and stayed at the lowest levels we've seen in years. And that shift is giving buyers much more leverage when buying a home. I'm Andy Acosta, your San Diego real estate insider. I work with buyers and sellers across the San Diego market. Here's a few homes I've helped my clients buy in the last year. I'm going to break down a few smart ways to negotiate in this market, strategies that go beyond just negotiating on price, so you can actually make today's market work for you. Let's get into it. First, we'll talk about closing costs, then seller-paid interest rate buydowns, and then creative asks. Okay, first, let's talk about strategy with closing costs. A lot of buyers think closing costs are just fees you have to absorb, but in this market, more sellers are willing to pay them. That's a win, not just because it saves you upfront cash at closing, but because it lets you reallocate that cash towards your down payment. More money down means a smaller loan, and that leads to lower monthly payments and long-term savings, especially with rates where they are now. If you can get the seller to cover $10,000 to $20,000 of your closing costs and apply that savings to your down payment, that could reduce your monthly mortgage or even help you avoid PMI altogether. Second, ask for a seller-paid interest rate buydown. This is one of the most underused negotiation strategies right now. It sounds complicated, but it's not. Here's how it works. With interest rates hovering around 6.5 to 7%, affordability is the number one issue for buyers. That's where a temporary interest rate buydown can help. And sellers are often willing to pay for it instead of cutting the sales price. A 2-1 buydown, for example, means your interest rate is reduced by 2% points the first year and 1% point the second year, before returning to the normal quoted rate in year 3. Let's say you're buying a $1 million home, for example, with 20% down and a 6.75% mortgage rate. Your mortgage loan would be around $800,000. The seller is agreeing to pay for your first year mortgage rate to be 4.75%, 2 points lower, and your second year mortgage rate to be 5.75%, 1 point lower. A 2-1 buydown typically costs the seller just over 2% of the loan, in this case around $18,000. But for you, that buydown could save $1,000 per month in that first year and hundreds of dollars a month in the second year, giving you breathing room as you adjust to your new payments. It also gives you 24 months of lower monthly costs if you plan to refinance later, hoping interest rates will drop over the next 2 years. It's a win-win. The seller avoids a price cut and you get a more affordable monthly payment. Okay, now let's talk about some other creative asks when negotiating. In addition to price and interest rates, buyers can also ask for things like seller-paid HOA fees for a certain period. This is a great strategy for condos and townhomes. Inventory of these in particular in San Diego is high, so there's likely room to reduce your monthly cost here. I sometimes ask for 6 or even 12 months of HOA fees paid by the seller, depending on how motivated the seller is and how long the condo has been on the market. Of course, credits for repairs discovered during the inspection period can be a big ask. Here, I like to think about all the reasonable repairs needed in the first 2 years of ownership based on that inspection report, and ask for a credit or repairs to cover all of them. The added bonus here is that with a seller credit, you as the buyer pocket the money up front, but have time to call around and get quotes and get the project done at a lower competitive price. And the seller avoids liability in completing these repairs themselves and prevents scrambling before close of escrow. This is a win-win for both the seller and the buyer. I've helped some buyers get existing furniture and additional appliances included in the deal at that already agreed upon price. I have even seen some sellers pay buyers' car bills down. The key is this: you want to reduce your effective monthly cost even if the price doesn't change. In today's market, A smart negotiation is often about reducing your real costs to live there, not just the sale price number on the contract. And here's one bonus tip. Know when not to push. While you do have more leverage right now, especially on homes that have been sitting for over 30 days, it's still San Diego. Good homes that show well are still selling quickly. At several of my own listings this summer, for example, I've seen serious buyers make strong offers right away, but only when the home was clearly move-in ready or very clearly able to cash flow quickly for an investor. So don't assume every listing is a slow mover. Look for the signs. How long has it been listed, whether there have been price reductions, and how well it shows. I'm Andy Acosta. I help buyers and sellers navigate San Diego real estate with confidence and clarity, backed by market data and a little experience of my own. If you're thinking about buying and want to understand which levers you can actually pull in today's market, DM or email me directly. I'll walk you through what's negotiable and what's not, based on your goals and what neighborhood you're looking to buy. And if this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and check out my monthly San Diego market updates, where I break down real neighborhood level data every month so you can make smarter real estate decisions for your family and budget. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.